What's up, everybody? This is Alex from JDI Barbell, here to talk about creative ways to address an adductor strain, more commonly known as a groin pull.
Damn. Yeah.
So I strained my adductor very recently, doing something that I shouldn't have been doing outside of the gym. Never happens in the gym, always happens outside of the gym. But what that's done is it's caused me to be unable to squat with heavy weights, because anytime I come up out of the bottom of a squat with anything substantial on the bar, I feel a pull that's uncomfortable. So I've been trying to find ways around training and then also doing specific things to address that problem through some rehab work. So before I start here, I'm not a physical therapist. That's for Brandon to do. If those of you who don't know, Brandon is here. He's a physical therapist, resident at JDI Barbell, formed PTP. First thing I've been doing is slowing down the pace on all of my movements. Speed and explosion out of the bottom especially particularly aggravates a groin pull or an adductor strain. The other thing that I've been doing is at the end of the workouts, and not at the beginning of the workouts, which I learned the hard way, I've been doing Copenhagens. I'm going to take you through a couple of different variations of Copenhagens and show you how you can modify the movement if you can't do it fully. All right, so Copenhagen Planks are a movement that specifically target your adductor, which is a very hard group of muscles to target in isolation. You can do a Copenhagen plank as a static movement where you're just holding the position of a Copenhagen, or you can do it with a hip dip, right, which is a more active way of addressing your adductors. All right, so the case with me, as it is with most people at the beginning of an adductor strain, is that you can't do a full Copenhagen plank. I can't even do a partial one. So I'm going to show you a few ways that you can scale the movement to make it easier and therefore make it scale it up to the point where you're doing a full Copenhagen at the end. Okay, so the first way that I'm going to scale the movement is I'm not going to be on my ankle like I was when I was doing the full movement, but I'm going to place my entire shin from the knee down onto the bench, right? And I'm going to try to move into position, right? Just in that position, it's hurting my leg. I can feel it as I lift my knee up off the floor, that it's hurting my adductor. So I have to scale it a bit further, right? So the way I'm going to scale it is I'm going to try to lift my knee off the ground and get my hip up into position, and I'm slowly going to take pressure off of this foot. Right now, as I'm taking pressure off this foot, you may not see it, right, until my foot lifts, but as I get stronger and stronger, I'm then going to be able to pick my foot up off the floor, right, and hold the position. So that's one progression already. So from knee on the floor to foot on the floor, and then foot up. As you start to get stronger and stronger and your adductor starts to feel better and better, you can get further and further up the bench till eventually you'll have just your foot on the bench. So if you're a lifter, everything's eventually gonna hurt. Just know how to fix them, know how to get better, and know how to modify movements so that you can do them pain-free. All right, guys, if you found this video helpful, like, subscribe, and share, and do it. What's that? Right now.